Hey everyone, and welcome to our podcast today. This is episode number 9, and we're with Jason Bienvenu, creator of The Kingdom and Books 2. So what's up, Jason?
We're just hanging. We're having a comic book signing.
Eating a cupcake?
And we're eating cupcakes.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
cupcakes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are really good. It's Amy's
Yeah.
birthday today.
Yes, and Lauren is a wonderful baker, and she brought Spider-Man cupcakes.
They're pretty awesome.
I was super excited.
We can
about
actually
it.
show stuff now.
Oh
which is
yeah,
kinda
and
cool.
they have rings. They have Spider-Man rings on them, which I'm like gonna cut off circulation to my finger, but I don't care.
They're baby rings.
So Jason, tell us about your debacle with the comic books coming in late.
What?
Uh-oh.
They were supposed to come in Thursday, and so I'm like biting my nails like all day, and I'm like tracking the progress across the country. And they wound up showing up at I think 1 o'clock on Friday. So yeah, we just got in under the radar. So
Oh jeez. So yesterday.
yeah, I felt like like the dad on the Christmas Story when he's like yanking open the box and he's like throwing out the hay.
Yeah.
Like, it's like how I was like opening it, I'm like.
It's a major award.
So I was like, flipped through everything and made sure everything was correct, and I was like, okay, thank God. And, like,
So it's
threw it.
all right and
Yeah,
everything?
it's all
Because I
good
know
now.
that you usually, I don't know, you did it a different way this time because you were running behind.
Actually, the first run, we didn't have enough time to get a proof, so we got the first run that they just printed the books, and there was a couple of little errors that we needed to get fixed. So I talked to our publisher, and they went the extra mile and made sure that we got it in on time.
Wow.
So I really appreciate that they did that for us.
Hey, you got a little,
Do I?
yeah,
a little awesomeness there.
a little blue
Even it up,
awesomeness.
it's okay.
I'm super excited to read issue 4.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, look
Guys,
at that.
It's beautiful.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There you go. And it's a signed personal copy. It says to the coolest person in the world.
Does
It
it?
does not. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it does.
I told you.
You told me to put that.
I did.
He's
I
like,
told
that's
him
what
to
you
put
told me
that.
to write.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna have to get one. I'm jealous.
So how long do you think it'll be before 5 and 6 are here and the story's finished?
I have 5 pages left on the 5th one for line art.
Yeah.
And it usually takes me about a day to do a colored page. So the 5th issue should be done in about a month. And then I'm going to be transitioning into a sneak peek of the next title I'm working on, which is called Vamped.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to do 10 pages of that. And it's going to be a little free handout that we're doing at NolaCon. So if you guys are at NolaCon and you come by our table, we'll have free copies for you guys to kind of check out and get an idea of what the story is going to be about.
Awesome. How many pages is that gonna be?
That's going to be a 10-page preview.
Okay.
So I'm basically going to do those 10 pages, and then I'm going to finish up the last issue of The Kingdom. So you guys can look for The Kingdom to be finished, early January of 2013. Unless the Mayans were right, and then we don't really need to worry about that.
Yeah, you might have to
Yeah.
rush if.
Yeah. Get it out under the wire.
You know the whole Mayan thing, like if you count our leap years, it happened like a few years ago.
What did?
Hey,
The
put
end
it
of
a
the
little
world.
closer when you talk. Perfect.
The Mayan 2012 thing. If you count our leap years we've been having, it
Yeah.
happened like 2 years ago. or
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
think the Mayans
So we're
already
good.
figured that in.
I think it was a practical joke. I really think it was a practical joke
Yeah.
from the
They were
Mayans.
totally just joking.
I would think so. They seem like jokers.
No, I really like that. I'm sure I talked about this before, but that little cartoon, and it's like the Mayan guy's like, okay, I finished the calendar, but I only had room to go till
Oh
2012.
yeah.
And
He's
then
like, that's gonna freak
other-
somebody out someday.
If you look at the thing, it's like an odometer. It's meant to roll over. No, like seriously, like the Mayan calendar is it's a chronicle of a certain astrological period, and it's gonna roll over and go into the next one. So, and plus, I think whenever they made it, they had like 5,000 years left on it, and so they're like, who cares, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know.
I need
Like
another
that,
cupcake.
we're so
stop.
much.
Eat another one,
No,
man.
I'm not. I'll be bouncing off the walls.
That's sugar.
I think I'll have another.
I think I'm gonna crash if I have any more.
I definitely just drank a large coffee, so I'm kind of.
I
You
Jittery.
need a pee wheel?
I peed.
You peed? That's
Yeah.
good.
You went already?
Yeah.
That's good, yeah. No, I was almost on time today, but then I went to get my free drink from Starbucks, and they took like.
Oh, because it's her birthday.
Birthday drink.
Hey, everyone.
Drink.
Today it's Amy's birthday.
Yeah.
She is 22.
21.
That's right.
21.
20 years old, Amy.
She's not 21.
Finally made it.
Yeah. Spider-Man cupcakes. Yes. 21 years old today.
Right.
So why did you get into comics?
A lot of my friends tease me because I didn't read comics before I started on the Kingdom, and it was basically the best vehicle for me to tell the story that I wanted to tell, because I'm already an illustrator, and this was something that I wanted to do totally by myself from beginning to the end. And once I actually started working on the comic book, I needed to reference other comic books in order to figure out how to make comics. So after that, I started getting into, a lot of comic book titles. And I don't really read a lot of superhero stuff. I really like Chew and Sweets, and I'm reading the Intrepids right now, which wrapped already. It was a six-issue miniseries, but it's kind of it's kind of along the lines of like Hanna-Barbera's Scooby-Doo. It's really cool. I mean, there's no talking dog, but like that's what it reminds me of,
Yeah.
So, and I'm also reading Mouse Guard right now, and I'm trying to find older issues of Mouse Guard, which again is not a superhero comic book.
You've been reading Mudman as well, right?
I've been reading it, but I don't have it from issue 1, so I'm kind of like looking at it like, oh, it's pretty, and I'm like, I'm not really able to follow the story because I don't have all of the issues right now. That's another title that I'm like kind of searching for. So.
Yeah, Mouse Guard's really cool. I saw some back there.
They're a really good book, and they're in a.
Yep.
They're in an interesting format. They're in a square format as opposed to like the portrait
Normal
format.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to kind of read that kind of a book. It changes things up. And there's some other titles. One's called Crossed.
Yeah.
And another one called Our Love Is Real or something like. Is that what it's called? Our Love Is For Real.
I don't know.
That's a one-shot comic book, and they're both in that square format. I'd recommend checking both of those out.
So what's it about? Like, what?
Our Love Is Real. Is For Real is about a totalitarian world where one of the skull-cracking police officers falls in love with a dog.
With a what?
It's really silly. And Crossed is a post-apocalyptic world where they're kind of like zombies, but they're basically infected with this disease that causes them to have like boils on their face, like in the shape of a cross.
Yeah.
And they're basically kind of like bath salt zombies.
Nice.
It's really
Oh, that's
interesting.
strange.
It's really well done. You can actually read most of it for free on their website, but I'd recommend getting the actual book because reading it in that format is what it's meant to be. In that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hold a comic book,
Right.
So.
I'm a big fan of holding the comic books.
Yeah.
As
Or any
opposed to
books for that
downloading them.
matter.
Right. I mean, it's like I like the digital version of a comic book, but chances are if I'm going to read a comic book, or not a comic book, if I'm going to read a book, it's usually because like it's a rainy day or something, and I don't want to have that electrical interaction. I want to just kind of cozy up with it and feel it in my hands. So.
Sniff it. Smell the smell.
Yeah.
It's true.
New
Like,
comic
there's
book
nothing
smell.
like a good like cracking
There really
open
isn't.
any kind of
No.
a book, and you're like, oh god, it's good.
Yeah.
You know what are two great smells? Old books and the
Yes.
inside of a new Halloween mask.
Okay, I don't know
Oh,
about
I
that.
don't know about
it
that.
It smells like vanilla.
Maybe a new
Vanilla.
car.
They always
but-
smell like vanilla.
Plastic.
Really?
Ish.
Yeah, I feel like it would just smell weird.
Is there a
No.
certain brand that you get?
I only buy the finest Halloween masks. Yeah, I picked up. Did you ever hear of Prophet? A series called Prophet. I didn't know anything about it, but I just grabbed it because of the artwork.
Who does, I mean, is it like a indie comic or?
We were joking earlier about not putting the mic up to him when they asked the questions, and Harrison's actually doing it right now.
I've never interviewed anyone in my life.
It's like
How do you feel about that, Jason?
Like when it's this close, I want to do like, Jack,
Is it a little phallic too?
What?
I'm a number one
Maybe that's kind of creepy.
a guy. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done. We're gonna
Well,
start.
because ours are all like really close, so and we can hear
Yeah.
how loud. So
Yeah, we can hear
you're
you in our
quieter
ears. Yeah.
'cause it's not.
Oh, when the
and I
mic's
know you
not-
don't want it like right in your face, but
That's good.
he's like forceful.
My
Yeah.
bit's
So that-
pretty much over anyway, right?
Huh?
I mean, my bit's pretty much over anyway, right?
Why? You don't want to hang out with us?
Well,
We're not cool.
I gotta sell the book.
Yeah,
Fine, get out.
there,
We got
he has a
stuff to
line.
do.
Let's let him get back to his line of like
I'm gonna go attend to the line.
30 people.
So,
Jeez.
yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Well, I'll be right there.
They're like tapping their feet.
Yeah.
Impatient.
Okay, they're getting angry. So.
If I have any
Oh.
more questions, I think this cable can reach, and I'll walk over
We'll-
there for
yeah,
you.
we'll come back.
Is that thing even plugged in? Okay. All right, guys.
It
It's
is.
just a prop.
We're just like
Thanks,
crazy
Jason.
people
That's
that
Jason
don't know.
Bienvenu from the Kingdom.